So a lot of times women don't know what is it the process of fat loss, what is it to get toned, what is body composition, what are all those terms and what do they actually mean. So here in this video I just want to tell you what is the different approach that we take when we talk about macros and we talk about resistance training, as opposed to just a diet that's going to be focused on calories, and as opposed to a training that's going to be just focusing on how many calories I'm burning today. What is the different approach that I take with myself and with my clients, and what does that entail? So, first things first, when we talk about having a toned physique, what are we referring to? Is a physique that is fit but not too muscular, right? We want to see the results of what it is that when we go to the gym, we want some toned arms, we want a flat stomach, we want to have a physique that reflects our work in the gym. Okay, the ideal, it will be for us to not have fat in different areas of our body, just having the ability to just build in those areas. But the problem with that is we are all different, right? Our makeup of our body is all different. We all have different areas in which we carry more fat than others. So the way that we do this, we have to go through the process of fat loss. When we lose fat overall. We don't just necessarily lose fat in one area of our body, we lose fat overall. If the area that you have to lose fat is more on your midsection, it is one of the last parts to go, and that's why we have to go through a process of fat loss in which we are able to drop a certain percentage of body fat, but then we are continue to building on the other areas, so we can eventually have the ability to have a physique that's balanced, because not only you lost fat in the other areas of your body, but now you're also building muscle in the other areas in which before it was more so taken with adipose tissue, and now we don't have anything there. So we have to create muscle mass to create that area now that's going to be replaced with something else, instead of just having the saggy skin. Because that's why a lot of times, if people don't incorporate the right approach for weight training, they just have that appearance of just really losing the weight, and you get that appearance of skinny fat. We don't want that. We want to create a body composition that's going to be filled with muscle. Yes, we want our composition of our body to be built more with muscle, because muscle, it is a healthier tissue. Muscle is going to be able to allow you to eat more. Okay, so you will be able to eat more foods and be able to not gain as much fat as someone that doesn't have the same amount of muscles. So you might see someone that might weigh the same amount as you, but they can eat more than you and not gain weight. That is because they have a higher metabolism. They probably have more muscle mass than you, and that's why that person has the ability to eat more and not gain so much weight. But that takes a little bit of time for us to, change our body composition. That's why we go through the process of fat loss, in which we will drop fat, but we will at the same time continue building with muscle by eating the right amount of proteins, by eating a macro diet in which your body will be filled with the nutrients that it needs for you to achieve that muscle, the muscle hypertrophy, which it will be, so you will be gaining muscle. We always want to be gaining muscle. Trust me, you will not develop biceps like this. You will not look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It takes a long time to build that kind of muscle mass. You will not turn into someone who is muscular. I have been training for over 11 years, and I can tell you right now that to gain a certain amount of muscle, it takes a lot of work. So don't be afraid. This is the approach that I take. I don't just take the approach that you will be just burning calories on a treadmill for 45 minutes and just do some type of activity that you're going to feel like you're going to pass out. That is not the approach that I take. I take the approach that you will be causing the resistance training in the gym, that it will cause your muscles to be hungry, should be looking for nourishment. And that's where the macro diet comes in. And you have all those nutrients that your body is like screaming to get so it can build muscle. So that's the approach that we take, as opposed to just worry about the number on a scale. That is the approach that we talk about. Body composition. We train to change our body composition. To get toned, you have to change that. Lose fat, and at the same time, build muscle with the right approach of training and nutrition.